5,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Get some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, 49ers. Come on. Hey! Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Watkins finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
19, Tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 18, 5 in.
Operating from the gun, Watkins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. It's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Return for a Lions touchdown. Jaime Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Hooker. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Hooker to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hooker. Open man right side of St. Brown. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Gabriel Davis, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. And Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw on second down. Here's Hooker. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Okay, break. 79 Broncos. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun. Watkins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
60 Bison.
On first down, Watkins. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one on the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A very solid gain of 27. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Throwing. Hooker. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18 Rogers, 18 Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Here's Hooker. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Sanders. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Check
Now receiver in motion left.
Go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Watkins. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go. Here we go. 65 check. 65 check.
Hooker on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warriors 70.
Hooker's going to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Chop 60. Chop 60. Go.
1st down throw here. It's Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
19.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
18 Rattlers.
3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Dragon 60. Go.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That's once again complete to Chark. Touchdown, Detroit! DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd down, back to Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
65 catch, 65 catch, hurt.
Now Hooker. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Watkins. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Miles Sanders halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the return will stop right around the 25. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Hooker. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Buchanan. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On 3rd down, Watkins. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Cowboy 8.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy. But
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18, Pioneer. Ready?
Hooker going to try and throw for it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Watkins. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Watkins completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Back to throw. Watkins. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And now here is another interception. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 127 yards rushing for him now to this point. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they